Have you ever pondered over the differences between prototyping and the waterfall model in software development? These two approaches, each unique in its own right, offer different perspectives on how to bring a software project from conception to completion. Consider the approach. Prototyping takes you on a journey of iteration, creating a simplified version of the system and refining it based on user feedback. It's like sculpting from a block of clay, molding and shaping it into its final form. On the other hand, the waterfall model is like building a house, following a fixed blueprint. Each stage, be it requirements, design, implementation, testing, deployment, or maintenance, must be completed before moving to the next. Then there's the question of flexibility. With prototyping, you are as flexible as a gymnast, adapting and making changes throughout the development process. This approach works best when requirements are evolving or unclear. The waterfall model, however, is more rigid, like a skyscraper standing tall and unyielding. It thrives in environments with well-defined and stable requirements. User involvement is another key difference. In the world of prototyping, users are like co-pilots, providing feedback and helping to shape the final product. In contrast, the waterfall model treats users more like spectators, limiting their involvement primarily to the requirements phase. When it comes to testing and validation, prototyping believes in an ongoing process. Regular feedback from users guides improvements, ensuring the final product is in sync with user needs. The waterfall model, however, reserves testing for a separate phase after development. This can lead to late discovery of issues, making them more expensive to rectify. In terms of project risk, prototyping acts as a safety net. It allows for early identification of issues and is adaptable to changing requirements. The waterfall model, however, is more of a high-wire act. It carries a higher risk of delivering a product that does not meet user needs, especially if requirements change or were not well understood initially. What about documentation? In the prototyping universe, documentation may be less extensive, with the spotlight on the prototype and user feedback. The waterfall world, on the other hand, places a strong emphasis on documentation. Each phase demands comprehensive documentation before progressing to the next. Finally, there's the matter of time and cost. Prototyping, with its focus on continuous refinement, can be more time-efficient and cost-effective in the long run. The waterfall model, while structured, can become less time-efficient and cost-effective if changes are required late in the project. In a nutshell, prototyping is like a river, characterized by its flexibility, user-centric approach, and iterative nature, constantly adapting to the landscape. The waterfall model, true to its name, is a more structured sequential process, cascading down in a fixed path. Each approach has its strengths and weaknesses, making the choice between them dependent on the specific project's requirements, risks, and the level of user involvement desired.